Welcome to our channel where me and my pups, Bagel and Biscuit, explore, camp, and live for adventure in the great outdoors. We hope you enjoy our videos. Thank you so much for watching. Good morning. Rise and shine. It's time to go. Ready to get up? Yeah. Good morning. It's a little late in the morning. We've actually been on the road for about 2.5 hours. I did stop at a Walmart. It was time to get some more supplies. I needed to fill my water jugs. So we are in Nebraska, but we are very close to Wyoming, which is where I am going to stay and camp, disperse camp. Just right outside of Laramie. So my travel plans and destinations have slightly changed. Originally, when I headed back west, I was going to go down into Colorado and visit with some friends. But I also have some friends I'm visiting in California, and that's where I was going to go after Colorado. But those plans have changed. I'm going to go to California first. I'm going to be ending up in the Eastern Sierras, camping with some friends, and this is a big dream for me. I'm very excited. I was very much hoping to accomplish that particular location this summer because it was part of my traveling plans last summer, but all my long distance traveling plans last summer got canceled because of the health scare I had with my heart. So I will be in Wyoming here shortly. I plan on going through northern Utah and then Nevada through Tonopah and over to the Eastern Sierras, camping on some lakes. It's going to be free, dispersed camping. I am so excited to get there and see those mountains and just be there. I'm so excited. I'm probably going to cry when I get there, but that's what's going on. Real states as possible. Wait, let's talk about that. So, I've been to New Mexico, Colorado, Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, back to Nebraska, and today I will be in Wyoming. And then still on that list is Utah, Nevada, California. I will be going back through Nevada and Utah. I'm hoping to go to Moab and then back to Colorado. And if I have any time left after all of that, before I have to head back to the valley, because school starts end of July, I will spend the rest of my vacation, my summer break in northern Arizona. So, I've checked off a lot of new states that I haven't been to before. And I haven't been to Wyoming, so that's another one I get to check off. Also, I wanted to experience spending the night at a Love's travel stop. And so I did that in Iowa, and it was lovely. I felt safe. The parking lot was well lit. The bathrooms were super nice and clean. There was plenty of grassy area for me to walk the dogs, and I slept very well. And then, so I get to check that off my list. And then the other thing I have never done before that I did last night is I spent the night at a rest stop. That was a little more unnerving for me, but I found a really nice rest stop in Nebraska, very green, a nice little park, a little fishing pond, nice bathrooms, nice picnic areas with picnic tables. But you know, the parking area is cramped. We're kind of sandwiched in next to other cars. At least at the Loves, there was lots of parking, and you could kind of spread out. The truck drivers at rest stops are just coming in, going out, coming in and going out, and you're right on the interstate, and it's very noisy. But that being said, once I had all my window covers up in the windows and I was locked in tight, I turned on my white noise, and it didn't bother me. I fell asleep, and I slept all night long, and I slept well. So that was my experience last night at a rest stop in Nebraska. One more update. I knew this summer, I think when I can't remember my mileage when I started out. And I knew in some states this summer I would reach 150,000 miles on my car. And I did that today in Nebraska. So that's, I don't know, kind of exciting. I'm at 150,000 miles, and my little shit is still running and going. Lots of prayers. Yeah, we're still going. So I'm curious, you know, when I'm all done traveling this summer, I'll have to figure out all the miles I put on this little car. But I wanted to do this road trip with my Honda Fit. This is the first time I've traveled this many miles with her. I love the gas mileage. The pups and I are very comfortable in here. She's a fun car. So turning this Honda am in beautiful Wyoming. This is a view. We'll do a little 360 of views of my camp spot. I've been here for a few hours, but when I got here, I just crashed and took a very long nap. I don't normally do that, but I have been driving and traveling so much, I think it's finally catching up to me. And I'm feeling a little sniffly and under the weather, so I hope I'm not getting sicky. That would not be fun. But I rested, and I do feel a little refreshed. I just cannot even get over these views. I have seen so much beauty. Every state I have been in. But look at this. This is my first time in Wyoming. So this is another state that I can check off my list. I need to do like a tally count of the skies. There is a little bit of rain expected. I was looking at the weather. These skies look amazing. But I need to do a little tally of how many states I have now visited as of today, and which ones are still remaining. Of course, Hawaii and Alaska I have not been to. Definitely need to get to those two states as well someday. Oh my God, these views. So, just before I took a nap, 3 beautiful little deer came running. Oh my God, they were running so fast. And they ran in this green grass here. I don't know if you can see, there's a wood fence. And they came running through this grass. And I'm watching them, and they stopped for a minute. And then they kept going on. And they ran so fast. They ran down this road a ways, and then they hopped this fence and ran off way out there in that green pasture off into those trees. And they were moving so quick and so fast, I could not get my phone out quick enough to get them. I was so sad about that. But these skies, look at these skies. Whew. I am prepared for the most part. I don't know why. I keep stopping because Bagel is trying to turn around and go back. Bagel, come on, mamas. Stay with us. I've got one dog pulling me. Come on, mama, come on, let's go. And then I've got this one dragging her little butt. She wants to go back. What's the matter, mamas? You don't want to walk with us? I love you. You're a pretty girl. Yeah, you're a pretty girl. Okay, I love you too. I love you too. All right, so let's just finish our little walk around, little 360 view of this area here, dispersed camping. I love that the camp spots are all very, very spread apart. So even though I do have campers around me, I feel like I'm out here all alone, except for my neighbors over here. They're pretty far from me, but I can hear that generator. I don't know if my camera's picking it up or not. Yeah, this is pretty amazing. So we'll get maybe some rain where I'm at, but it looks like mostly it's going around us. Come on, Bagel. Come on. She's still trying to go back. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, that's it. That's the whole 360 view. I just love this spot, and I can't believe it. When I parked my car, this little spot where I parked it looked really level, and I got out and checked it, and yeah, it's perfectly level, so it's kind of crazy. I'm not going to do a fire, but there is a little fire pit here. I'm going to spend a couple nights here before I head on again. I just need a rest, and I have so many van things to do. I have a lot. One of the things I'm going to do tomorrow is completely unpack my rooftop bag, take it down off of the top of my car, and then I'm going to turn it around so that it's facing backwards instead of frontwards. So like, this is the back end of my bag, and then the zipper and the Velcro wrap around the other three sides. So this would be the front that has bugs all over it. And yeah, I need to clean all that off. But the wind is starting to undo the Velcro in the front. So I'm gonna turn it around so that the front is in the back and this back side is facing the front. Then I won't have that issue. And I think this will be easier to clean the bugs off of because there's no zipper or Velcro back here. So I'm gonna be flipping that around, repacking it. I have an idea of how I want to repack this bag, because right now, after thinking about it, the weight's not evenly distributed up there. So I think I have too much of the heavy items over to one side of my car. I want to kind of pack it again so that the heavier things are kind of centered and the lighter things are on the outside, if that makes any sense. But that's one of my plans tomorrow to work on. And then we'll spend one more night in this beautiful place. The other thing I like about coming up in here, it's right off the main interstate, easily accessible, and all the roads are very well maintained. So look at these roads. There's another little road down here. It's so easy for a car like mine that has no ground clearance to get back in here. So that was really lovely. Oh, and the cell service is perfect. See, like right now, here comes a little sedan down the road. You know, no ground clearance, no four-wheel drive. So it was really easy to get back in here. So we're just gonna enjoy the rest of our evening. I know, even though I took a nap, I'm going to bed early tonight. Besides the deer, I really don't know what other kind of wildlife is happening out here. I heard Wyoming has bears. We walked around earlier. I didn't really see much evidence of bears, but saw a lot of old cow poop. It's just beautiful, very peaceful. We are at, I did check the elevation, we are at 8,660 feet. Really perfect. So I did want to point out something that is kind of a blessing in disguise. I had mentioned in a previous video that when I was up in Winter Park, dispersed camping, the winds were so bad that it kind of tore up some of the edges of my tailgate tent, and I was able to repair them with duct tape, but it also broke one of the poles that attaches here. So I've got one that's tall and one that's slightly short. And it's just really been bumming me out that they're not even. I'm kind of like things symmetrical and even, but it ended up being a blessing in disguise, because when it rains now, instead of the water pulling up on top of my awning, it now drains off. And so that's, you know, really a blessing that I should have thought of that to begin with, like how to drain the water off that thing when it rains. So if it rains tonight, which is kind of looking like it's going to, at least it will all drain off and not pull up, puddle up on top of my awning, which is kind of a lot of weight, and that can cause some damage as well. So yeah, that's actually working out quite nice. Sometimes accidents and mistakes work out for the better. Go figure.